So the title is "The Dark Side of Your Leadership." I guess I wanted to create a punchy title for people to get interested and to look at a topic which is not necessarily looking at the good side of everyone. So what inspired me? Actually, it's a small story. I was in a conference 2-3 months ago with other engineering leaders. And one of the speakers actually, during her talk, I don't even remember her talk, but she talked about therapy and having gone for therapy and how it helped her. And I came to her after telling her, like, we don't speak enough about that. Like, people still have this I think preconceived ideas that you need to look inwards when it's going really bad, when things are really bad in your life. And there's not enough leaders saying, like, well, therapy or coaching or whatever it is, you need to look inward. The moment you're starting to have the responsibility of leading others, you kind of need to look inwards to understand yourself a bit better and to be able to understand how you're going to react. And turns out that I've done, it's about 2 years and a half that I have a coaching session with a master coach. It's him who introduced me to shadow work. And that's, for me, one of the things that has been the most transformational in personally, but also I think in the way I lead. So first, it makes for, I hope, a nice and fun story, but also it can be quite practical because it's shadow work is something which is easy enough to explain. It's very hard and confrontational, but therefore for the format, I thought that was perfect. I think one of the main takeaway for me is just for hopefully to get people a bit more awareness that how, funny enough, we're very little self-aware. We have no idea how little we are self-aware, and that when we talk about self-awareness, it we still, I feel, we put too much positive spin into it. And like, self-awareness for me is really, or what I've discovered, because I didn't know it either until recently, it's when you're really confronted by the, again, dark shadows part of yourself, the part of yourself you just don't want anyone to see, like, no, that you're really trying hard to say, no, I'm not like that, is really important. So that's kind of one learning outcome. And the second is maybe a couple of tools, because I don't pretend to be able to help everyone to do, again, like, one thing I will say clearly in the talk is, to do shadow work properly, get a coach. But I think maybe the learning outcome is more a teaser. I hope it's like a nice story that help you. If people after that talk goes like, oh, I need to find out more and I need to see how I can do more, then I've done my job properly. So why? Because personally, I just remember the first. I went to the first one in, I think it was 2019, if I'm correct. And what I love about Agile on the Beach is you have really big name, as if you're in a big conference. You have also more local speakers who also, so it feels like a big conference and a small conference at the same time. I can't explain it. It's very community. You have a very small group of people, some of them and so on. You have big speakers, and you are in fantastic location. I remember the 2019, we were in Toranga next to the beach. It was awesome. So it's this mix, right? It's very well organized. It's a professional conference, professionally organized, and it feels like very cozy. Feels very community driven.